Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Plague Inc. Evolved Custom Scenarios. I found another thing on the popular tab that I thought looked pretty good. Well, popular tab, on Steam anyway, since they never seem to be upgrading it for this game. Cannibal Plague. A plague that causes people to mindlessly eat each other, like savages, is emerging. Will you use its potential to destroy humanity? Red Baron, I think I will accept your challenge with the virus. ATP boost genetic mimic oxide extremophile and symptostasis. You know, speaking of the virus, I've seen a lot of people requesting that I do like a guide video, a mega brutal guide video for the virus, since I never did do that. That's the one I skipped because it was just the same as the bacteria. I mean, if you ever really want to see what's going on, just check out my official scenarios playlist where I use the virus quite often to great effect. By the way, am I noticing that there's like a weird crosshatch effect here? That's a little bit bizarre. Why is that there? Anyway, yeah, maybe I'll have to do a video on that at some point. What do you guys think? Is that worth doing, or is it just so basic it's not even worth it at this point? Dawn has arrived. The dawn of cannibalism begins. Oh, I will have you know that cannibalism has been a thing for a very long time, but perhaps not on this scale. You are ready to infect your first human. Choose your starting location, Saudi Arabia. Don't ask, don't read too much into it, it's fine. Transmissions: air, birds, insects, livestock, blood, water, and saliva. All these seem pretty standard, though again, not necessarily for the virus type. We'll go for air since it is good in a place like Saudi Arabia. Love 1. Pathogen spreads through sex, basically, increases infectivity and slight mutation chance. So we are an STD already. Lovely. Hunger. Pathogen causing nutrition is devoured food to spread. Sorry, some nutrition in devoured food to spread, increasing hunger in infected people and increasing mutation chance. Alright, so the virus comes with some passive mutation chance, and it looks like we're going to be spiking that up. This is going to be a mutation playthrough whether I like it or not, which we might as well roll with that. I'm just hoping that it doesn't lead to, you know, Greenland and stuff getting locked out. It's always a danger with mutation chance. It can be great, it can also be awful. Really hard to control the pacing of something like that. We're probably going to go for some saliva next. 7 points, pretty cheap, decent amount of infectivity. The Eurozone is near collapse. There you go. Well, pretty soon, when it collapses, everyone in Europe will just be eating each other. Now, my question is, how are we going to kill the entire world? Because at the very end of things, right, there should be at least one man standing, right? Shouldn't there be? I have no idea. Let's go for birds. Where's my air 2? Why can't I get air 2? I want it. Hunger. All right, mutation chance is spiking. I'm not even going to worry about symptoms for a little while, just because I suspect we're going to kind of have an exponential effect as time goes on. More saliva? Sure, why not? It's, again, a reasonable amount of infectivity. There's hunger, too. Yeah. Our mutation chance is going to be pretty high here. Thirst of blood. Not thirst for blood, thirst of blood? Okay. Hunger causes subjects to desire blood. Increases severity and some lethality. Nausea. Slight discomfort, infection when kissing. Probably mixes really well with saliva. I have no idea. I'll be honest, I don't hate the taste of my own blood. I mean, you know, when you get like a paper cut and stuff like that and you kind of suck on it a little bit, I don't hate it. It's got an irony flavor to it. It's not something I would ever drink in excess because I'm pretty confident I get very, very sick, but it's not the worst thing in the world. It does not mean that I would want to go and drink other people's blood. That's just unhygienic and very unsafe. New World livestock legislation. So if we want to have a chance in the rural countries, we kind of need to do this. All right, let's pick up a livestock transmission type. I'm not even sure why I'm telling you necessarily about that when it comes to blood. Some people are going to take that and be like, oh my god, he's a vampire. Because people do that, and there's a lore that's been building around me, apparently. I don't know. I'm not really going to worry about symptoms at all. We're getting more than I know what to do with at this point. We will get a level of drug resistance and a couple levels of cold resistance, though, just so we can spread a little bit faster in places like Canada and Russia. And then we can focus on probably more water transmission. 21 DNA for a load of transmission, which I'm not opposed to. Love is in the air. It has mutated. What do we have? Desire. Infected people become more attracted to their partners and desire more sexual contact, increasing infectivity. Oh, great. It's an STD that makes you horny. That's terrible. Love 2. Pathogen can spread through any type of sex, increasing infectivity and mutation chance. Hate to break it to you, that's pretty much already how STDs work. They can spread through just about anything. That's why you shouldn't be stupid about your sexual actions. I'm just saying. Life lessons there, kids. Be responsible people. Humid combo. Pathogen is capable of surviving in any humid environment, increasing infectivity. That's probably really good for us right about now, and especially in a place like Russia, which is still considered to be humid. We now have pulmonary fibrosis. We're starting to pick up some lethality. Hostility, very severe, bit of lethality. Insomnia could be pretty good. Inflammation, I mean, honestly, there's just no point in picking up any of these symptoms. We're already having a hard time getting around. Well, never mind, we got into Greenland. There's the hostility. Sure, I guess ramp it up as much as you want. Corpse feast. Infected people eat the corpses of others that they have killed, exacerbating the effects of symptoms the victim had, increases lethality and severity. Sure. Cannibalism. Extreme compulsion to bite and eat other humans, significantly increasing infectivity as well as lethality. Cannibal creatures. Subjects turn into animal-like predators who hunt each other down, attack and consume anyone they come across. I mean, at what point do we... I guess we can't say we're zombies just because they're not dead, but they sure as heck are acting a bit like it. I am concerned we're going to get way more lethality than I know what to do with if we're not careful, though. We got to keep an eye on Greenland more than anything else, and we'll be okay. So how does this all fit in with this? Because this is what I expected for a cannibal plague. What does this do exactly? Self-cannibalism. Oh, great. They start eating themselves in times of hunger. Well, I guess that answers my question as far as the last man standing. We'll pick it up. And then extreme self-cannibalism. They consume body parts whenever possible, causing deadly injuries. Pretty sure even taking a few nibbles of your arm and, like, ripping off a limb or something like that was already pretty extreme. So, yeah. Greenland is still getting infected, thankfully, but I'm a little concerned that we're going to have some problems in a moment. We need more infectivity straight up. Let's go for the birds. Let's go for the air. Let's go for the aerial combo. Let's go for the blood. That's kind of all I can afford. Come on, Greenland. Don't you fail me now. We're killing a little bit too fast. There we go. No healthy people left on the planet. Everyone has devoured themselves and their neighbors. It's just kind of disgusting, really, when you think about it, but this was a very, very short scenario. Cannibal Plague to destroy humanity. Success! 3 stars, 70,000 points, 350 days. Trying to think if there are any criticisms to add to the scenario. I'm really not sure what the love path has to do with anything. It might lead to the same thing. You know something? Let me exit this real quick. We'll say yes. We'll say yes. But if I could play this again, oh, great. It's going to do that stupid loading thing, isn't it? Ah, well, I guess I'll never know. Yeah, I'm curious what that really adds to it. The cannibal stuff I all expected. That was, I don't know, interesting. Everything else seems more or less okay. I mean, there's not a lot of uniqueness in the transmissions or the abilities, but at the same time, there's nothing really wrong with that either. It seems fine to me. So yeah, I'm okay with that. It's a pretty decent scenario, if a little bit quick. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed. If so, then be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Don't be cannibals, people. It's not cool. And I will see you guys next time.